Hi all, my name is Escalin Evil and welcome to Marvelous Maelstrom. This is a combination of a new story that I wrote called Maelstrom and an old drawing that I did in 2019 called Marvelous Magician Man. This was a fan art that I did for Marvin's Appreciation Week, Marvin of course being Marvin the Magician, one of Jacksepticeye's egos. This is sort of in relation to his return to us this year on Halloween, a bit of headcanon along with theorizing, but also just me wanting to get back into making videos and sharing my drawings and stories with all of you. Links to both pieces are in the description below, so feel free to join me as we enter the storm. Marvin washes upon the shores of Sean's psyche like a shipwrecked Viking. He's sodden and shaken and splintering at the seams. His magic is broken like time foreseen, and he sleeps on a nameless beach. When he wakes, it's to darkness. The air around him is cold, like a storm left on too long. There are no stars in the sky above him, like all hope and light have gone, and on the ground before him, half buried in the sands of Sean, is a cat mask. The mask is a familiar, or so Marvin thinks. A more appropriate word might be conduit, but that's irrelevant. What's important is that it fixes something, the break in his magic. And even more important, it allows him to step off the shore and onto the waves. Marvin's magic has always been rooted in water. This may or may not come from Sean's Viking heritage, from him spending his whole life plundering and pillaging from the safety of the sea, and from the fact that he's literally the embodiment of some of Sean's deepest desires and memories. Sean always wanted to be a magician. True, this want was always buried under his love of games, stars, and space, but it was there, like the Loch Ness Monster, lying in wait with glowing eyes and an appetite that would put his zombie to shame. And the only real difference between that want and Marvin is space, body, time is broken. His body was weak. I am always here. Light. The fantastical thing about storms is that they aren't one thing. They're many things, mostly water, but also wind, and the real shocker, fire. Technically. Really, it's lightning. And as Marvin lifts his wands with words he's never heard nor seen on his lips, he stares the Auntie, dead in the eyes, and smirks. Good. You're ready. The Magician. Basically, this was a story of Marvin going from being a basic water mage to a light mage, and then to Auntie's mage. A story of weakness, strength, and growth. Which is why I decided to pair it with an old drawing instead of making a new one. I thought it fit thematically. And if I can be honest, it was a lot of fun watching how I used to draw, watching the mistakes that I used to make, and realizing how far I've come since then. You can improve a lot in a year. And hopefully 2021 shows me growing and improving too. I hope you'll all join me for it. But until then, thank you all so much for watching. If you have any suggestions on what I should do for the next video, feel free to leave them in the comments below. And I'll see you next time. All my love.